guys, welcome to IPSY Beauty 101. My name is Bailey Sarian. I am an IPSY creator. You can find me on Instagram and YouTube at Bailey Sarian. Today I want to share with you guys how to create a really nice, everyday, work-appropriate look, but also how to take this into a going out nighttime look. If you want to learn how, keep on watching. I'm going to start off with the daytime work look first. I'm going to prime my eyes first using the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. This will just make sure that the eyeshadow stays all day and doesn't crease or fade on me. So for the office, I like to keep it just really, really simple. I like to use 2 eyeshadows and 1 brush, well, 2 brushes. So I'm going to take a fluffier blending brush and a matte all over lid shade, so something creamy like a beige or a white. And I'm just going to buff this on all over the lid, all the way up to my brow. With my same fluffier blending brush, I'm now going in with a matte beige shade, and it's called Peaches and Cream. But this I'm just going to place right into the crease of my eye, just to help define the shape a little bit more. You can use a shade that's a couple shades darker than your skin tone, or even your bronzer or contour shade. Now I'm taking a matte brown shade. It's just a little bit deeper than my crease color. And again, my fluffier blending brush, just right on the edge of my lid, and then softly blending it into my crease. I'm using the fluffier blending brush because I just want this to be a light wash of color. I don't need anything intense or perfected. I just want some definition to my eye. Now I switched over to a flat all over shadow brush with the same shade I used on my outer lid, and I'm just gonna place this right along my lower lash line. Now I'm done with the shadow, but I do need some mascara, personal preference. So I'm gonna add the Bobbi Brown Eye Opening Mascara to my top lashes. I'm switching to the Essence Lash Princess Mascara for my lower lashes. You don't have to use 2 different mascaras, but for me I have little small baby lashes down here, and a smaller brush just makes it a little bit easier to get these lashes up in here. So my eyes are finished and I just want to warm up my face a little bit. I'm using a matte bronzer. This one is by Bobbi Brown. And the easiest way when you just you got 5 minutes to get ready, you take a little bit of the bronzer with the fluffier brush, do a 3 motion on the face. So starting up at your forehead, coming down onto your cheekbone, and then onto your jawline. So with 3. This will hit you on the face where the sun naturally warms up your face. Now I'm going to add a lip liner. Now, of course, you could do a chapstick, a gloss, whatever is more realistic for you in your time frame. I like to do a lip liner because if I fill in the whole lip with my lip liner, it will stick and it will stay most of the day. And then I like to just take my finger, smudge it. When you're in a hurry and you don't have much time, don't be afraid to use your fingers. They're your best tools. Now you can wear this lip alone if you want to because it gives you a naturally flushed color, or you could top it off with a chapstick or gloss. I'm gonna add this M.A.C lip glass just right at the center of my lip. Again, using my finger to just kind of tap it out. So to take this daytime look to now a nighttime look, it's super easy. So I'm going to use an eyeliner. It can be any color of your choice, but today I'm gonna use a brown eyeliner. And what I'm gonna do is just go right at my lash line, middle of my lash line outwards. I'm just doing a thick line right over the shadow. Taking a small smudge brush, or even your finger if you really wanted to, but I'm gonna use a smudge brush. Smudge out the liner. I'm mainly trying to make my lash line look a little bit thicker and smokier, and then the outer V a little bit darker as well. So now, once I have smudged out my liner, I'm going to use a plum shade. This one's called Peach Pit. It has some shimmer to it, and you can use really any shade you want, but something a little bit darker to add some smokiness. I'm just going to place this right over the liner. The main reason I like to put the liner down first is because have you ever put a shadow on your lid and you think it's gonna be dark and smoky, but when you go to put it on, it's not dark, and you keep layering it, and it's not sticking, it's not getting dark enough. If you put the liner down first, it creates like a base, so when you put the shadow on, it's now gonna be dark and smoky because it already has that dark base to it. I'm also gonna switch back to my blending brush and just soften the edges. Now going back to my brown liner, I'm just gonna come along my lower lash line. Same thing, I'm gonna place the liner, and then I'm gonna come back, I'm going to smudge the liner. Now coming back with the purple shade I used on my lid, I'm now placing this over the liner. The shadow is just going to add some smokiness to that liner. So placing it, and then I like to come back with my blending brush and blending it. Once the eye is all blended out and I am satisfied with the smokiness, I'm going to add another coat of mascara. Lashes are always optional, but for me, because I'm at the office right now, like I don't have any lashes on me, so I'm just gonna add another coat of mascara. So now I want to deepen my contour a little bit because I'm going out, so I just want it to be a little bit more. I'm using a matte contour powder with my angled brush. I'm placing this in my cheekbones because I want to deepen my contour a little bit. If you watched my brush 101 video, then you would know I'm going to use the same brush to apply my highlighter and my blush, but I want to make sure to wipe it down first. Don't want any of that bronzer, the contour shade, to end up where my highlight is now going. So same brush, I'm just applying this highlighter right on top of my cheekbone. I want some glow. Now I'm going to finish off the face using some blush. So this is just a peachier toned color that I'm going to place right on my cheeks. I wiped off my lipstick, or what was left of my lipstick, and now I'm going to line my lips because I want to do a bolder lip for going out. So this is the MAC lip liner. I'm just softening the lip liner a little bit, smudging it inwards. With my finger, I'm smudging it, just to soften it because I don't want this obvious, like harsh line. Now for going out, you don't have to do a bold lip. You can always do something natural or whatever you want. But for tonight, I do want a bolder lip. I do like to use a lip liner because it will give a clearer appearance when you use something bold and intense. So now I'm just gonna fill in my lips with this lipstick. So since I've been at work all day, my hair got a little oily and I obviously don't have time to take a shower right now, so I'm just gonna use a little bit of dry shampoo. It's not makeup related, but a little dry shampoo kind of zhoosh up the hair a bit. I like some texture as well. And I am ready for my night out. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you learned something new for when you want to get ready like in a pinch, or if you're stuck at the office all day and you want to go out and like you want to juice it up. So I hope that you learned something with all these tricks. You can check me out on YouTube or Instagram at Bailey Sarian. Leave a like and a comment down below what you want to see next or what you want to learn here on IPSY. But other than that, I hope you have a good day today, make good choices, and I'll see you